People going into the arts. Yeah. I'm sorry you are going through this, but thank you for coming on and being an example for many people who are in junior, senior year of high school right now, thinking of what to do and where they want to go and how to pay for college and if they're going to go to college and what. Glad you have a job in the arts, though, because, of course, a lot of people that I know that I went to school with in the music field, they don't have jobs in the music field. So it's like, I am glad you're at least are you happy with what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm happy with what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I'm getting emotional.
It's okay.
Welcome to Manosphere Highlights Daily. Shout out to Mr. Mitchell. This is his message. Hey, big time fan. I wanted to share these 2 videos because they show how marriage and the wall can affect your financial future. These videos would be great material to study to help men protect themselves at all times. Mr. Mitchell, salute! These videos are pure gold. They are from the Caleb Hammer channel, Financial Audit. We recently highlighted a CBS News video discussing the trend of women outnumbering men in college. Women in general are not only graduating more, but also accumulating a higher number of college degrees compared to men. In a video by Caleb Hammer, he delves into aspects often overlooked by the mainstream media. Not only the types of degrees women are earning, but also the potential challenges they face in paying off student loan debt associated with those degrees. Let's introduce the couple.
Hi, my name is Brandon, and I'm 29 years old.
My name is Lucy. I am 30 years old, and we're based out of Ellicott City, Maryland.
And this is Financial Audit.
All right, so we'll start with you. What do you do for a living right now?
I am a high school art teacher.
Ooh, the arts. I studied music in college for a little bit before I decided not, apparently. What do you make in that position?
I believe it's going up to 800 something. It just went up this September.
From what?
From 41,500.
And I'm sorry, just one more time for me. Where are you guys based out of?
Ellicott City. I work in Essex, Maryland.
Oh, Maryland.
Yeah.
Ooh, Northeast. Very expensive.
Yeah,
$44,000. How long have you been in this position?
This is my 2nd year.
Okay.
I would like to commend this couple for coming online and sharing some of their personal business so we all can learn. This is not a diss video, but we're going to focus on the financial problems the lady brought to the marriage.
Now it's time for us to get into this and do what we gotta do. Because we men, ain't we? We men, ain't we?
Well, what is our financial situation today? Because I know there's some disagreements, there's some disconnect. I think I don't remember. You might be the spender. You might be the debt holder.
I'm also the spender.
Oh, okay.
Well, she used to be the big spender.
Yeah, but he kind of cut that off a little bit.
Well, he cut that off. So this wasn't like a joint agreement thing. This was like
This was more of like a financial coming out party 2 years ago when we found out all of the student debt that she had laid up that I didn't know about.
You were already married?
No, we got married 2 weeks ago.
Dating. Yeah.
Congratulations.
No, it's actually 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
I stand corrected.
No, we were dating like over for maybe 3 years, but it came to light.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were dating for a long time.
What do you mean it came to light? What'd that look like?
Well, when I actually had to start dealing with it, and like my parents had been working on it or paying off, that's what I thought. And then after I graduate with my master's degree, I had to start paying for it.
Masters. It's always the arts. The arts are just, they go in that a never-ending cycle of degree.
I got my terminal degree, so I don't need to go back to school anytime soon.
There's a valuable lesson here about baggage. Financial baggage to be exact. She didn't tell him about her student loan debt, but I bet she told him about her bachelor's and master's degrees, right? These so-called strong and independent women love to lead with their degrees. This clip is proof that a college degree does not equal financial literacy and financial discipline. She's a big spender, and her husband had to stop her from overspending. He still married her, and correct me if I'm wrong, but her student loan debt won't become his debt in marriage if it's accumulated before they got married. However, as her husband, he's helping her pay off that student loan debt.
You teach high schoolers.
I do.
Did you need a master's degree to teach high schoolers?
Yes, because I don't have a teaching certificate or teaching license. So I
What was your bachelor degree in?
studio art with a minor in art history. So I got the master's degree to teach at a private school.
So what was the original intent with the bachelor degree?
Was to teach or to get into school or cause I worked at a art center for a little bit and I did well at that. But then I wanted to travel, so I found a job traveling with an art gallery on a cruise ship. And then, yeah, I know, I had a crazy life. And then
That actually sounds pretty cool.
it was a sales job. I'm not a salesperson. Yeah, that's the issue.
Yeah.
But I learned a lot. Learned that I'm not a salesperson. And then I got to retail, then got into the grad program, still working through retail while I was there. So
The bachelor degree, was it at a public in-state?
no, it was at a liberal arts school. Yeah,
And the master's?
it was at a art school. So liberal arts, yeah,
In Portland, Maine.
in Portland, Maine. But we paid that out. We didn't take a loan for that one.
So
You're going to change your mind when you see how much it is,
Well,
though.
the loan is just the undergrad.
This is pure gold. Many people do not understand that a student loan is essentially investment money intended for education, with the expectation that it will pay dividends to repay that loan. However, it is illogical to invest in something that ultimately yields nothing. This is exactly why Caleb's reaction to her investment in a bachelor's and master's degree in the arts is pure gold. Women hold the most student loan debt, and on top of that, they also carry the highest credit card debt. When you examine the data and statistics, you'll notice that emotional spending is a significant factor. Emotional decision making is part of the female experience. STEM fields, anyone? Women don't feel STEM.
loan balance is at 4%. I see $20,000, $6,400, $29,000, and $41,000. What are those things? Oh, those are student debt.
Yeah.
This is just student debt? This page? Oh, no, we
Yeah.
have a credit card as well.
It's also worth noting that we had a lot of purchases go on that credit card for the wedding.
the wedding was on the last
so most of that's pretty much gone by now.
Why? You guys, you and the last couple from the episode that was just uploaded. Weddings, wait. No. 2 couples ago. Weddings expensive.
In modern times, weddings are freaking expensive. The average wedding costs $30,000. With over 50% of marriages ending in divorce, perhaps investing less money in weddings and more in making that freaking marriage work could be a wiser choice. But on this channel, we recommend you not to get married. Financial stress is a big factor in divorce, and you're seeing it right now in this video. Money-related conflicts such as debt, financial instability, or disagreements about spending and saving habits can put a significant strain on the marriage.
Okay, these loan balances are 4%. That's chill. This is a lot of. These are all individual federal student loans,
No.
They're all from
unfortunately.
Sallie Mae.
but at 4%.
Not all of them.
4 of them are. The other 4 are not.
We had to split payments between my father and I. So I pay a portion and he pays a portion.
Why does your dad pay?
Because they're the ones
Under
that took it out
they're
to begin with.
co-signed under him.
Oh, they're co-signed.
Yeah.
Death. Okay.
And I think the total minimum monthly payments are around $2,000
A month.
A month, because 4 of the loans are at 4%, but the other 4 are variable interest rates, and they're probably close to like 13.5, almost 14% right now. And I'm like, that is absolute death. That's garbage, trash, insane asylum.
Jeez,
type
the
debt.
stupid. Even the ones at 4% add all the way up to 95 stupid $1,052.92. So what are the minimum monthly payment? What are the minimum monthly payments for
That I'm
these?
making.
This is pure gold. Do that again, please.
So what are the minimum monthly payment? What are the minimum monthly payments for
that I'm making. It's
the 4% ones? I just want to know the 4% ones. What are the minimum?
It is
monthly
just
payments of
under
those?
$600
Yeah.
For all those combined.
for all 4 of those.
Jeez. I have nothing against the arts. I have nothing against the arts, but this is not the way to do it.
I know.
This school system is a scam. Check this out.
But Kaplan says if students really wanted to learn, they would just do it.
If you want to go to Princeton, you don't have to apply. Just move to the town and start attending classes.
Nobody does that.
In people's bones, they realize that what really counts is that diploma.
Today, that's a taxpayer subsidized diploma. And when you subsidize something, you get more of it. More students apply to college, so schools raise tuition. Tuition cost has risen at triple the rate of inflation. Schools use that money to attract more students and more tax money. Many compete by advertising luxury. They promote things like lobster dinners, fancy pools.
Students will come to us and say, this is what sealed the deal. It used to be reading, writing, and arithmetic. And well, we're now the 4th R, recreation.
600 colleges now have rock walls.
Give our Tigers spring break every time they step in to the student recreation complex.
This is a public school. Taxpayers fund that spring break. We also fund years of study in subjects unlikely to help students get jobs, like social justice, gender studies, multicultural studies.
So if you're doing computer science or electrical engineering, then you probably are actually learning a bunch of useful skills. But every year we graduate about twice as many psychology bachelor's degrees as we do engineering bachelor's degrees.
Of course, there's value in learning psychology, philosophy, literature. Many employers say they want liberal arts graduates.
It's technology married with liberal arts, married with the humanities, that yields us the result that makes our hearts sing.
It makes us better, wiser people.
But you can't assume that works. How many years of people's lives should they be made to study stuff when the odds that they'll ever appreciate it are 1 in 100, 1 in 1,000?
Maybe it makes our brains work better.
It's the kind of thing that you'd expect teachers to say, but there's a whole field of people who have actually studied this. Much as they want to believe that you're right, they generally come away after looking at a lot of evidence and saying, wow, actually, it's wishful thinking.
Although this is just the tip of the iceberg, fellas. This rabbit hole goes much deeper, but to stay on topic, Caleb is going to say something really important in the next clip.
So the original principal amount was $120,000 across these 8 loans, but they were all taken out by her parents, not her. She never knew how much was actually taken out. She just went to the school and they said, well, don't worry, we'll help make sure we get paid for. And that was in the form of all the student loans. So she knew there were student loans. She just didn't know how much.
A conversation needs to happen around this as a society where the parents' number one goal for their kids is to get into college and nothing else. And it's bad, and then they'll do anything in order to make it happen.
Yeah,
That's why parents
trust me.
shouldn't pay for your school.
Well, parents can do whatever the they want, but there just needs to be a different conversation and different understanding around what options are for individuals. It's not a one-size-fits-all situation of everyone going to school.
You see, this is why they don't want us to think for ourselves. School is a money-making business and an indoctrination space. The effingest mindset and values are taught in school. It's part of the educational system. Why do you think the mainstream media and these politicians keep pushing this ridiculous gender pay gap narrative instead of exposing the truth about these worthless degrees?
Dude. Okay. Straight up, how do you feel that your dad is paying for this? Because this...
I don't like it, but I
would
know
feel
that
so
I
bad.
can't afford it because I know I can't pay $2,000 a month. Like that would be
it's
my
about-
entire paycheck.
It's about 16. Yeah,
Yeah,
1,600,
so-
which is wild.
I feel bad, but I don't know what else I can do.
Yeah. I mean, for your degree,
Yeah, I know.
that sucks. A degree that he encouraged you to go to this school and he co-signed. So again, the blame is not... I'm not going to put the blame on anyone specifically. It's just like, it's a hard situation. So
Yeah.
I get it. That's difficult. Certainly he wants to retire. Mm-hmm. This isn't an audit on him. I don't know what his finances look like, but I would just be concerned having a parent going into retirement paying basically 15% on, what does this add up to? $70,000 of death private student loans.
Yeah.
Gross. People going into the arts. I'm sorry you are going through this, but thank you for coming on and being an example for many people who are in junior, senior year of high school right now, thinking of what to do and where they want to go and how to pay for college and if they're going to go to college and what. Glad you have a job in the arts, though, because, of course, a lot of people that I know that I went to school with in the music field, they don't have jobs in the music field. So it's like, I am glad you're at least are you happy with what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm happy what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I'm getting emotional.
It's okay. You are having like the most normal reaction anyone could have. And
It could be worse. You could be fishbowl-eyed right now. I'd be like, what?
You see, it's all fun and games until reality kicks in. And usually it's too late by then. Daddy is still paying, even though she has completed a bachelor's and master's degree and is working as a high school teacher. That's exactly what modern women expect from men when shit hits the fan. Daddy government or sugar daddy. Men don't have that luxury. Why do you think most homeless people are men? Things are not looking too good for the so-called strong and independent woman with a useless degree. As AI ready to take over is gonna put a lot of women out of jobs.
if this was just your income, this would be very scary. Okay.
Let's see how the landscape changes.
It's just...
And it's a good thing that you're feeling this way, because it means you at least recognize the situation. One thing, you know, and I'm gonna make sure the audience knows this. I mean, what you just mentioned was essentially that did a lot of odd jobs in your 20s and, you know, messed around and stuff like that. What we look at and what the debt and stuff that I talk about and the spending that I talk about is what happened in like the most recent month and where the debt stands today. I am not going to be here, and if I've done it in the past, that's certainly a mistake, but what I am not going to do is sit here and be like, wow, you did this a decade ago? You're so stupid. No, we're going to talk about where we are today, what we're doing now, and what we can do in the future. We can learn from our past, but dude, a decade ago, I was like a dumb piece of shit. I was like a bully in middle school, and I was a class...
Really?
Yeah, nerdy old me with my glasses, bully in middle school, and I was like a class clown who didn't give a shit about high school. And I've made plenty of endless mistakes in my life, but guess what? That is in the past. We learn from our past and we make up for the mistakes by trying to do better for our own future. You can look back, you can learn. We're not just going to sit and judge ourselves forever. I'm not going to judge you for the past. You hopefully wouldn't judge me for the past, and this is how we go. It's personal growth. That's what this show's all about.
Management, we working. Protect yourself at all times. This video has officially been highlighted.